11:30 from we New Englandville studios. Good morning and welcome to the midweek edition of the program Good Morning Salon for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today na Wednesday, February 19th, 2020. We will bring the program come to you this Wednesday morning. My name na Khadija Bangura.
And me, Nasapti Kalon. Good morning. Inside the program this morning, the District Security Coordinator at the Office of the National Security in Akailaun District, Albert Kamara, don't say, out of the 56 border crossing points in the district, now only 6 border area them they able to provide security for. The Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Lejalo, say, it go ensure say government give support to the Fourah Bay College administration for fence the college and tap the way out. It say people let it take the land illegal one. And today inside the program, we go talk to the General Manager at the Goma Valley Water Company, Mana Penge. We go talk about the thing them we Goma they do for address the water problem in the country.
Well, this and plenty other story them then at the program for you this Wednesday morning. Plus, we go talk to the Director of Communications at the University of Salone, Dr. Tonya Musa. We go talk about the reason them we make over 1,000 students from IPAM now go graduate this weekend. And work about safety at the program for you this morning. Remember, say they listen to we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl, courtesy of Osiwa and powered by Africell. The program na Good Morning Salon. If you they listen to we on radio, send message on 077-981-981. Make you comment, ask question on any of the issues them where we they can discuss inside the program this morning. If they watch we live now Facebook page, drop your comments on the issues them where we they talk about at the program this morning. Well, as you hear from one part we headline them today at the program, we get the managing director for the Goma Valley Water Company, when Amada S. Penge, who can tell we but in plan them where it gets for improve the water system na Freetown. As from where take over Goma Valley na the first day this will get you in the studios. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Yes, good morning. Family, good morning.
All right, continue for the between at the program. We'll go come back to you shortly.
Inside the program Good Morning Salon, now they look at the first issue. As the Fourah Bay College don't celebrate the 193th anniversary, we make the college administration launch the Fourah Bay College perimeter fencing project as way for improve the college infrastructure. The Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Lejalo, say it will ensure the government gives support to the Fourah Bay College administration for fence the college for tap the way out is say people only take the land illegal one. Dr. Mohamed Lejalo talk this, we able to pull the Fourah Bay College perimeter fencing projects na do. We intern reporter Aisha Mansari be the part of this Engona report.
Inside 1827, some missionary them be established the Fourah Bay College for train people them pan different field them. From that time day to now, college don't produce plenty train people them inside Salone and other parts them na the world. But for long term now, the college administration don't they get plenty challenge them, like for renovate the building them where they na the college, and for provide facility them like water facility and other one them. One big challenge where them they get na the way people them they take Fourah Bay College land for turn them to the own. For sake of this make, Fourah Bay College administration been decide for pull na do one project for fence the college for tap people working can tap na the land illegal one. The president of the student union na Fourah Bay College, Augustine Bona, talk about the challenge them where the students them they face na the college.
Can the definition of freedom be actualized without students being able to reside in the hostels? Can we fully connect with the freedom when the roads leading to West Africa's oldest standing university is as rough and rugged as a jungle pathway? Can we embrace the freedom in good faith with limited classrooms and transportation facilities? These conundrums pose a threat to our standards, and the government, alumni association, the college administration, and even we the students owe a duty of care to act now and protect the beautiful history while saving Fourah Bay College of 193 years from its challenges.
As Fourah Bay College, they celebrate the 193 year. During the celebration, the university authority them can use them for address some pandi challenge them where the university they face, and one pattern challenge here na the issue of fence where the college no get wey make plenty people dem don dey build na part of the land dem na the college. One part dem challenge here na the issue of fence wey the college no get, wey make plenty people dem don dey build na part of the land, wey make the vice chancellor and principal of the University of Sierra Leone, Brigadier Professor Fourah Sarr, don say dem don launch the Fourah Bay College perimeter fencing project.
It is good news to me that the open day ceremony has been jointly organized with the launch of the perimeter fencing project of Fourah Bay College. The launch of the perimeter fencing project is a bold step for which the college administration should be commended. The relenting rate of encroachment on the Fourah Bay College campus makes this venture absolutely necessary. The project is going to be launched, and we are aware that it will involve a lot of resources. That is 13 billion euros. We are therefore calling on government, alumni, and other corporate institutions to support Fourah Bay College in accomplishing this huge but extremely important task.
As part of government commitment for develop the college, the Vice President, Dr. Mohammed Julde Jallo, don say the government dey give dem support for the fencing project and other development projects dem na the college.
I am quite sure that the fencing project is a laudable project. We now know that when the drama group was talking about additional classrooms, the whole place got over. But be rest assured that we are mindful of all of these challenges. But I want you to believe one thing, that this is a government that is committed to supporting the educational sector and not be left behind. That positive note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to take the opportunity to formally launch the FBC perimeter fencing project, and be rest assured you can count on my support and that of government support.
The college authority dem bin same way so open donation campaign for say people wey attend the college and well-wisher dem for the college can come and contribute for build the college fence and other development projects dem. Wey make the managing director na the Rokel Commercial Bank, Dr. Walter Gilpin, give Fourah Bay College account number usai people dem for give dem donation dem for the college fencing project. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Aisha Esman Saede report.
7:38 and the time from our studio clock, and the program where they listen. A good morning, Saloni. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Mada Pengen at the studio, when are the managing director for the Guma Valley Water Company. INSAI 1961, government be established the Guma Valley Water Company ordinance. But inside 2017, government again been take these documents na parliament, usai them be repeal them and turn them to the Guma Valley Water Company Act of 2017. As one by the utility company them, government be they consider for privatize Guma Valley Water Company. But with the intervention of the National Privatization Commission, government been put Guma Valley Water Company under the NCP for let them supervise and for ensure say Guma Valley Water Company able provide water for people them na free tongue. Well, from that time day to now, plenty challenge them or concern them, don't they come out from the public for Seka water. Inside November 2018, President Biobe appoint Mada Espenge as managing director for Guma Valley Water Company. Well, today at the studio, ide with we for can tell we waiting at some of Ion plan them where he get for ensure say the water problem na free tongue reduce. One more time, good morning, Mr. Penge, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning.
From 2018 November, where the president will appoint you as the managing director for Guma Valley Water Company to now. What is the status of Guma Valley Water Company?
The status of the water system at Freetown from the time we take over to now, it don't improve a lot. Having said that, we still get Bokutin for do. For try for make sure say everybody get access to water in Freetown as SDG 6 they dictate. We don't do a lot inside the one year. We don't. You remember say we get too many leakages. We don't address most of them leakages. You remember say every month with the Canaya and say we announce for we say we shut down the water supply system because some pipe don't burst on site. For the past 3 months now, we're not to do that. We don't address all the major leakages. So the reliability of the water supply system, it don't improve a lot. But we still get a lot to do. at the same time, we don't work we staff them, we don't motivate them, we don't create the right working environment, we don't give them the right tools and equipment for me they able to do their work because me not just one man, not to me they do the work. We get a staff of 300 where they do the work, so you get to really put them in the right framework and give them the right motivation for me to do that. And we're happy for say, if you go to Guma right now, you go see some kind of energy where nobody exists before.
For about 15 months now, you don't day as MD na Guma Valley Water Company. Some of the things there where you make mention of, say, now they don't able for sorts, now the leakages, and according to you, Guma Valley, they announce again to the general public, say then they shut down, and some of the things then this way you don't able for do. But with all in there, so where you say you don't do for ensure say the water challenge now fit on reduce. We don't they Usai Guma Valley don't they come out, they talk about some of the challenges them we get for do with money, for not able for implement some of the projects them way una they do. Admits all them financial challenges there. So how you be able for ensure say you do some of them things here we see you don't do?
Yes, so we at least now we don't develop a roadmap on for come out for we come out from Wusai with it to Wusai we want for go. So we will divide down into three. You got a short term we will do in 1 or 2 year time frame. Then you get a medium time we will do in 2 to 3 year time frame. Then you get a long term we will do in 4 or 5 year time frame. Now I talk about the leakages. Then they fall under the short term as well with the plan for do. I mean. Again, may I come back to the leakages? We lost Boku water from the system. So we produce that much. They about half of it, they really waste from the spaghetti pipes and what have you. So now various communities in Freetown, almost every day you see Guma crews and they work for try for remove the spaghetti pipes and put bigger pipes than in so that we're able to minimize the leakages. We'll continue down there for the rest of the year. Then we also get for work on bring water back to Hill Station. Now, Hill Station are one of the places where water be even from the area they make way, but for one reason or the other, water just disappear. So now this year we hope so we'll be able to bring water back to Hill Station. Then like dry season also where water business can tranga small, particularly in our communities where the infrastructure are at which time we use bowsers for cut water from one area to the other, put inside and community tanks. Then they don't begin. But the constraint can always be the number of bowsers where we get in service. So you go see say recently we don't even advertise for 13 bowsers for help complement that part of the operation. So hopefully within 6 weeks, then bowser and they don't come. We also get a defeat project we on the run for two years or so. The final stage of the defeat project where they rehabilitate the existing Freetown water system for it don't begin now. So within the next for the rest of the year, the thing that we will be done say that we will try for implement now and completely finish.
You say now on they announce for say pump the law, but when you look again, water still on a rational basis we own the supply water and you're not supposed to be so.
No, yes, but because the demand is huge and the supply very minimal, we get for the ration till until the point, and particularly after we don't address the leakages, until the point where everybody go able to get water at the same time. But for now, we're not there at that stage yet. It will probably take another 3-4 years from now.
That for let people get to access to water every day as everyday supply.
No, the rationing we don't do the rationing in such that at least like we would divide the city into 3 and every part of each area they get at least 6 to 8 hours every day. So then they in the go on. I mean, we're not going to avoid for do that, so we'll continue to do that.
You make mention of maintaining existing Freetown water system.
The different project.
Yeah, and some projects then will not be ongoing in Guma Valley Water Company through the Ministry of Water Resources where they've been put water tank them in a certain community.
Yeah, community
water
water supply.
10,000 liter water tank them where then be the goats bouncer them, put water there so that the community people can go able use their water tank there. But for some term now, then water tank here on day na then community are so empty. Bounds are they not they go fill the water tank them. Waiting exactly happen with that project then.
So this project with the ministry, be run, Ministry of Water Resources, but with the vision of the new minister, Honorable P.K. Lansana, they don't transfer that project there to Guma. So Guma now they manage that project there. You will see the Bowsers that they go around, they try to fill the tanks. The challenge what they face now, most of the tank managers, because each tank gets a manager, most of the tank manager either they don't know it, say Guma done the ramp up the service, they're not they participate because how it's supposed to work, they're supposed to come pay 150,000, then we supply the water, then sell on to the community. Then when they get out the money, they can pay back. But we notice say about half of the tank managers they're not they participate. So now we reach out to them for say more no left don't say the situation was. At least now we can begin with safe. Then when we get the additional 10 Bowsers for this service, then the service could be more efficient.
Okay, continue for day with we in the studio. Mother Peng, a managing director of Guma Valley Water Company. As you don't explain to about in the way they don't do as people address the water problem in the country.
We continue with the program Good Morning Salon. In case you just tune in, you listen to the program from 98.1 FM 07798191. Now the number for send you message if you get question for the Guma Valley MD we with day with we at the studio this morning. Well, alias you from one power headline there again. We go talk to the Director of Communications at the University of Salon, Dr. Tonia Musa. We go talk about the reason them we make over 1,000 students them from IPAM not go able to graduate this weekend. Well, at the studio this morning, I want to welcome Dr. Musa. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Well, good morning, Khadija, and I bring fumbles and greeting from the family and management of University of Sierra Leone.
All right. Over this weekend, some students them they graduate from the University of Salon. Before we can look at the over 1,000 students who are not going to graduate from IPAM, just give from below they listen to you general update about the preparation with the University of Salon don't put in place now for ensure say the students them graduate from various universities.
Okay, I mean a part of the Universities Act 2005 for ensure say we get congregation where mostly people that can call graduation. Now a ceremony will get for take place on Saturday where they come. When at the 22nd February 2020, and it get for being at Shaka Stevens Stadium. Now, as we head for Stadium Saturday, we don't put certain things there in place. For example, we don't make sure say security robust because na crowd we therefore gather, and we also want for make it get what we call law and order, decorum, so that we process and procedures then go actually get meaning to the one then we get for witness them. And at the same time also we don't make sure say we inform the graduates then. That means one, we publish the results. Now when we publish the results, that means you know graduates, if you not actually get your results up till now, it means say you not to graduates. You are final year you've been there, we still they process your results. Now the one that who don't publish the results. So we'll publish your results. The next stage is for inform you, for make you go to bank and make payment for you congregation fee, so that you will be part of the ceremony we will forget. If you not see your results, then you not get any need for going to bank for make any payment because we not publish your results yet. Apart from that also, we don't engage the students then for no waiting we get for use in terms of dress code, and we dress code this year for we congregation are customized regalia. We mean say we mitre, we gown, we hood, now the one way the USL make, and they not get for buy them. It they part of the money when they pay for the congregation fee for rent them. So we they give them, then they use them. Meaning we no want for accept anybody this time round where they go impersonate. For example, before now, some people then the gown they na do, they can take any gown, then just appear. They name the inside buku, the name not in a buku, then they go there. But this time around now, it's easy for identify the one really where we permit for participating at the congregation. So where you come with anything way different from your own, police can easily pick you up and get you out of them. Yes.
So in total, how much students them go through then courses them and complete when they expect for graduate.
So like I mean the headline where you give just now where you say over 1,000 students they not go get for graduate, I think say we for do some correction there.
Will they come to Dundee?
Yes, no, I mean a day now they go. You say like how
No,
much
will
they
they
get for
come to Dundee
graduate.
later?
You
in
know,
total?
so the results by this afternoon when we don't set the book for print the book, then we go know actually all the 3 campuses. We get College of Medicine, we get Fourah Bay College, we also get IPAM. Then we will able to know now by list how much students then they in the book. Then we will know the total number.
So what do you explain so about students we go qualify for leading graduate? Now so ona be explain give the lady understand.
Now so first of all now the standard. Just what I explain as standard for every congregation. Now any university. The first thing is then therefore publish your results. For say you don't pass. You not therefore go there based on any form of assumption. Now the results they show say you don't pass. Now that pass list they we deal with for we do congregation. Now the formal procedure that. So anybody who in a university, anybody who don't go through university, clearly know say you know they go for congregation with intention other than with evidence.
The graduation supposed for all over this weekend and today na Wednesday. When exactly una they expect for inform all the students they wanna think say able for go through them courses them and for graduate?
We don't do that long since. I just don't tell you say the results don't come out until the day before yesterday. Meaning today now the book now with the print because now that book then na the program book. We don't make sure say all the one that they don't publish them names them. We don't inform them for go do the necessary commitments in a bank. So today na Wednesday, tomorrow Thursday, next tomorrow Friday, after that Saturday na the congregation. So that one day they in place. Anybody will therefore be part of this ceremony will get Saturday. Their names and they up na the notice board.
So what
na
happen to students we be get reference and ona be telling say if sit and come out good then go graduate. But now then they say they don't go through all the necessary requirements. Administration still they telling say they not go take part.
We need much clarification on that one day. I think say na that make we there this morning. The thing where you call reference in the university system by the harmonized grading policy, some then they even call an out trailer. And for example, if you get you dey year 1, you not sit you take yourself year 2, it dey trail you. You go year 3, you not clear, it dey trail you. You go year 4, you not clear, it dey trail you. But the final gate now for let we give you result for let you graduate. We not go give you until you clear that trailer day. So let we go now specific to the situation, for example, na IPAM general program, because we get 2 programs there at the end point. Either you do honors or you do general. So if you then a general program, if you get reference na final year, you get reference na 3rd year, way day before final year, you get for seat all you reference, you pass them before ever we give you degree. So after the 12th November, where there be raised all then concern and say all man for seat reference, all man for do this, the university management come out with press release and use the word eligibility for reference exam. Because we procedure is if you dey first year, you get reference first semester, you dey go 2nd year, but the reference first semester, first year, now when they conduct the exam the other year, now that time they take up. Right. But if you can now up to final year, will not be want for let them sit down wait say that kind time day. So we decide say let them get an exam will go clear the system. Then the notice where then dingy them the management sciences, e not tell them say this exam una they take so now for let una be part of the congregation. He say no, the exam now for let we clean the system. So because they conduct the exam January, the notice come out January 6, informing them say this exam una they sit now for let we clear the system. Meaning not to for let necessarily una take part in the congregation because of the number of students and the number of papers. They didn't come out say now 1,270 papers now in there get for mark for this particular receipt exam. Right. And then take this exam, we get what we call quality control and assurance. Then get for do what we call first marking. Then get for do what we call second marking. as a way really for determine say subjective judgment no dey.
All right, Dr. Musa, we'll come back to you and we'll look at the process they want to use for mark the paper then. But quickly, let me listen to some students them from the Institute of Public Administration and Management, IPAM, where is concerned say they're not glad the way the college administration say they're not going to graduate on Saturday, February 22nd this year because they get grade and other issues there with the college. Musa S. Kamara be looking at this issue and he go now report.
As the University of Saloon, the old graduation ceremony for the students them, we don't go through the university Saturday, February 22 this year. Plenty pan the student them from the Institute of Public Administration and Management, when a part of the University of Saloon, no get for graduates.
I'm a student of IPAM and Department of Accountancy. I get an issue of reference where I be the finally a public sector management, but like that reference not to an high grade reference because we be get one mammy will be the seat. The exam for take 3 hours. You go collect 2 papers. They will be about for sit the exam in just 1 hour. So then after the papers, we forward the letter to the dean winner, Dr. Lako. Then Dr. Lako tell we say then they do a special reference examination when you say they go sit as high grade, and during the time when they go sit the high grade and go to the class and tell we say low beer low sit as high grade or not the sit as reference. So now then we pull a memo say if we sit they allow we follow graduates. Now we don't go sit in the high grade now. Doctor now go na SLBC and say we no need for graduates. So now that concern they will get.
Me na final year students applied accounting. I do verification where in the management they put notice say we for go verify for check whether if your grades and they intact. So like I go then I made for no say one of me high grade exams so I be sit, my grades are not publisher. So like Mr. Kanu when I in the behind the machine, when I in the second to HOD, he tell me say now because of na high grade, na missing grade, I not see my grade. So now the university they make exams when I reference exams for that get high grade or you get reference so you from sit the exams in. Now so we on surprise we go meet the dean when I Mr. Lako. We explain again we issue because we not see when him say it. Doctor tell we out plain with no respect. It tell we say low come on in office out in. We always sit this reference exam. We no longer for graduate. How then longer forget time for that.
So like 4 years of struggle, we don't get that excitement they say with the graduate. And then tell we say low we sit this reference exam for meet up the graduation. Some of who don't go college will not ever get references, but we can get references behind and then on create the way follow we go able for seats. So we go the notice day. So if Dr. Lako be no say this not go for happen, if I don't pull the notice long since, not to this behind now. Almost days follow we graduate. You can't tell me that they will don't inform you people there. Some of people in the upline don't come. If Dr. Lako save them it and so for being fine.
So the missing grade aspect. One, they say now we are the causer. Why we not the causer? People they take exam, them they say they get missing grade. For me they go sit reference exam. Where they even pay money back for sit the reference exam. Where that not for me. Where you go for me you check for your booklet. They will say that time not there for me you check for booklet.
That's not the voice of some students them where they affected by this issue. But waiting at the impact where this gets on them as students them we don't study at the Institute of Public Administration IPAM for some years now, but not able for where the graduation gown.
And we people then they don't expect to so they graduate. They don't already come. Majority of we who country people that we know they want to see inside that gown day. Doctor in the tell we say we go college now forget paper and follow get degree, not to follow graduate. And we not only go college follow get degree, we also forget with degree, but for graduate that gown do for wear them. And then they go show country people then say yes, me picking it don't do better, it don't graduate. They go no say the money they not go in vain.
Yeah, I be expect say I for graduate. I don't tell me mommy they come out from the provinces in the camp where in the reach here Thursday and they already know say I for graduate. Now only that issue they affect me presently and it's very shameful if I not graduate this coming graduation the 22 February.
For the Society for Radio Democracy, Musa S. Kamara.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody elect you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office elect you not get the account number. Buy Ed Salite pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You no need for worry again, but almost money dey na you earn, because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go na Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
Commercial Bank.
We continue with the program. Good morning, Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We will be in the program come to you this Wednesday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And Sapti Kalon.
We still get Mada S. Penge in the studio, when the managing director for the Guma Valley Water Company. There this morning, they talk about some of the plan them way you get for reduce the water challenge in Freetown. Mr. Penge, earlier you don't talk about some of the existing projects them where you meet as MD, and how you don't work with them for ensure some of them projects then they continue, and the one that will be don't stop, let them self start for work. But the water challenge na Freetown, I'm sure you self Unana Guma Valley no say it don't really reach to a point where people don't come out clearly and raise concern. And all the time Guma Valley they come and talk about their own challenges them when they get as well. Apart from people and they build a water catchment area them where they make water challenge the dry season. What are some of the major reasons them we make up till now Guma Valley not able to address the water problem na Freetown?
Okay, I mean, you need to go back decades for me you really understand what's happening with the water supply system. Basically, as the population done they grow in Freetown, the investment in infrastructure done not not been there for catch up with that growth in population. So now really now we don't put a roadmap in place, and we work very hard for try to close that gap between the demand and the supply. I've mentioned the short-term projects. Now, if you the last part of the short-term projects now tomorrow will kick off DMA pilots for Kintom and Aberdeen way MCC the fund. Then after that, now you get the medium-term investment projects where we call aquatic. Now aquatic, it's huge. The total amount for be about 190 million roughly, and we don't already succeed for raise about 50 million loan and grants from various banking institutions around the world. If as I speak, we also get with we Islamic Development Bank, then come this week for me to understand waiting our challenges, and then look at our processes and see if they can approve a loan for you for about 40 million. Now, all that money they will gather, then we will do with the 2017 mandate, we area of coverage also expand for include the rural communities, Waterloo, Tumbo, the inside and so we go begin look at each of them communities and the way traditionally Guma not been there, and see how we can put water in them place today.
You just make mention of donor money them where una they negotiate for now. Before now, don't there is so much donor support they go to this particular sector, Guma Valley, and even through the MCCU project. Guma don't they get support from them, but yet still Guma Valley not they able for handle the water issues them na Freetown. We make don't they plenty concern them, especially for young picking them way through the water challenges them. Most people don't they see them picking their so they get belly because of the ungodly hour during the week for go get water for them parents them.
Yeah, I mean the importance of water supply for all aspects of life na Salon, or particularly in Freetown, is very clear. Impact on education, impact on health, impact on social economy. We know that. But if you go back 4 years ago, Guma not be even get any project. You know, it's the situation was really bleak. So most of them projects they are don't only coming in the last 2 to 3 years. The MCC project now be more about institutional strengthening. They look at the institution itself, because you know they only provide infrastructure. You get for also able for run and manage the infrastructure going forward, so that you know they rely on government funding. Now, Guma, we're in a situation where we actually manage our affairs independently of government, so we are not subvented. So the money, the bills will they send out, the money will they raise, now will they use for itself. But we can always say that money is not enough for also do capital projects, for also expand on the water supply. You know, we will pay salaries, we will buy fuel, we will do this, we will do that. But we now can't to like for implement Orugu project, for example, we will cost several $1 million. We know we'll get our money there. You understand? So now they will need government and the help of development partners or even some form of private participation. So that then they will do.
So looking at the funding or support we so not only get for a start, this kind implementation of a project, is this a long term or a short term?
Well, the aquatic where they mentioned, then a medium term.
Okay.
I mean, we're able to implement all them projects and they within 3 years. The projects in Boku, but each project not really that big. So, for example, Kaningo, Hastings, Waterloo, by themselves, not so big projects in Babadori, not so big projects in, but when you put them together, a huge. You know, then when you're done with the medium-term investment projects, then we also come to what they call the long-term investment projects. That you don't hear the ministry in particular, they talk about the Roke River project. That then a one long-term project, we will take 4 to 5 years. We also get we own long-term projects, Orugu, for example, because after they've been built Guma, the next project before don't be Orugu. Orugu dam for be situated between Regent and Grafton. But that was never done, 1985. So now we're really trying for push that project there, so we'll kickstart it.
So looking at the problem, the way you said on there for a long time, that in terms of supplying water, because most time when you talk to person in Aguma, it will tell you say the dam and all that thing them, they tell you the establishment they not be there in line with the population, and now a population growth on there. You think say 3 years will be enough when you look back at so many challenges?
Well, we don't set ourselves up to 2028 for able really address all the water supply system in Africa, situation in Africa. But having said that, we're not wait till 2028, then we'll see which side we don't reach. By 2023, we don't reach some side. I mean, each year we don't move a step closer to that overall objective.
With the present challenge them for Watana Freetown, looking at the toll line them within a various community with jerry cans them, where people in the grab early money for go to line for water. Some people you need for pay over 1,000 or 2,000 loans for you then come get for you water, and then they say go be water we not that clean. With all them challenges there, Mr. MD, you go accept say the water problem na Freetown na emergency case?
Not really. I don't think we don't reach emergency cases. I mean, like how you go see like 2016, how it been day 2016, we not reach that kind of.
But with the instances the way I don't able for identify for you like the toll line they within have various communities them with jerry can them people in the week 4-5 in the morning. So certain people they spend over 1 million for month for letting can supply you water no money you owe. Where water na thing where you supposed to forget as a citizen.
Definitely challenges there. But when you say crisis, that you understand almost half the population or more than half of the population of the get water. You know, now we're not wait till we reach that situation. Now we're being proactive, at least more than 2 steps ahead of.
So what are the statistics where Guma get of the population who they get water? If you say not of crisis.
If you look statistics really on the figures that they publish or the one UNICEF they publish, about 57% get access to.
Now actualize one day.
Yes,
now
get
reality on the ground.
Get access to safe, clean drinking water. But of course, the challenge is more acute in the rural areas. For example, Waterloo and then rural communities. Where Guma not be covered before, and now Guma they cover the inside. What they say is, we now understand what we should do, and we they work very hard for put the funding in place for do them projects there. You know, so we just ask for a little bit of patience. In no time we will begin.
We really talked earlier the issue about one of the methods will be used for come with water bounds and people let it pay small. Yeah, you say the people any go again for water. Is it that now no get water for give them?
No.
Or now they know they do it in them for do?
No, like I say, we have about 512 community water tanks.
Okay.
Now each tank get what we call tank manager. Now the tank manager, because the water really not free, because for cat water is very expensive. So then tank manager supposed to manage the facility, sell the water to the people, come back to Guma, pay, then Guma go supply. Since we don't begin, because that day they work more dry season. Since we don't begin the cat sometime in December, we see say about half of the people, half of the tank people they know they come for.
So we why waiting at the reason.
Now we reach out to them and say. Which challenge you get, and I mean, even if they don't get the money, we give them what we call seed water. The first one can be free, so that you sell them, and so that we'll get the service going.
Certain people in they way not even get pump na the place outside and they live. They know they get pump water. but at a certain period Guma Valley they send bill to them say now this now you water bill way for pay for this particular period where then certain people then they know they even get pump water now they host them. Wetin are the reason them we make Guma the bill people who no they get water?
No, it could be say at some point they be get water before, but something happened, they cut them pipe, they not get money for replace them, so they just left and so. But then it's very easy for solve. You just go to the nearest Guma office, or you even write just a letter to the commercial manager or the managing director and say, I receive below, but I know they get water. Then that action will be taken. So not that is not to.
So for some time back, we see Guma in other line many cases them where they on issues we get for do with water. We go do some inspection and some water catchment area. Them what really on a fair note inside that inspection in there.
Okay, then at the deforestation. So we side the dam the just upstream of number 2 river. We notice see a lot of tree cutting will go on in that area. I mean, we be get the message. Somebody be one person in particular, they always text me and say, "Pa, you need for can't see this place." Something they go on. So one day now we decide for go there. We go there. The level of destruction was really alarming. In fact, me don't go to that place because I did the Guma Trail there. You not ever, I never remember say from the street you see the Guma Dam. For the very first time now you see them. So we began to call government's attention immediately. We minister and take on to the vice president. For me, we highlight see that trend enough for continue. That place now protected area and part of the Guma catchment. If you cut trees, then it will make it very difficult for Guma for able to capture water during rainy season, and for able to capture in a way where the water or the quality of the water we would need for process. Because once you cut the trees, sometimes you're gonna get dirty water we not be able to handle. So
when you look at the people already being like the area in the way you mentioned number 2 and other side them, most them if you look and say the OCM not to Poma Nebelam, now people away they in a high place of society. So in their area, in any way we see wanna take action because already it's as if it clear say already damage don't be done, and if it continue now more severe problem.
Yeah, serious damage has already been done. I mean, I would say say hundreds of hectares already been cleared. They don't say bush fire and that kind of thing. But then we can easily reverse that. As rain begin cancel, we'll go back, we'll go begin plant trees. But you know, the honorable vice president been wise enough for set up an interministerial committee because that never happened before. You get various agencies where they deal with one aspect or the other of environment and catchment protection. So now they don't bring all the agencies together and everybody's supposed for the work for protect that catchment and any other water catchments in the country.
All right, continue for the between the program. In name na Mada Espenge, in the managing director for Guma Valley Water Company. If you get question for them, send them to 077981981, or if they watching our Facebook page, drop your question and ask the MD for Guma Valley Water Company. As we get in the studio this morning, they talk about some party thing them where Guma don't they do for help reduce the water problem in Freetown. Quickly, we they take this short commercial break. We'll come, we can talk to the Director of Communications from the University of Salon.
Better don't come. A Union Trust Bank again. Your Salon Banco. Union Trust Bank get plenty product and service there for you. You must get what you want to go better. Let me savings account, ide. Current account, ide. Fixed deposit account, ide. Credit facility, ide. All for you. Me and you. Union Trust Bank, that's a loan for me and you. Kids future savings account, ide. School fee savings account, ide. Pay advance salary scheme day. We branch and they all up but not alone. Boko no kenema, we day. Kabala mabogo kakambia, we day. Jala Freetown loan sa, we day. And my lengthy one, me and you. Union Trust Bank, me and you. Union Trust Bank, Union Trust Bank, that's a loan for me and you. Union Salon Banco. Union Trust Bank.
Union Trust Bank, empowering Sierra Leonean businesses.
We continue the program. Good morning, Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Dr. Tonya Musana, the studio, and the Director of Communication from the University of Salon, as the various students from different universities and they graduate over the weekend. They are this morning for talk about the preparation, and over the 1,000 students them, we know they graduate from the IPAM University. Earlier I play concern them from the students then we don't expect say then go they part of the graduation ceremony on the 22nd. But all of a sudden, according to them, on a tell and say they're not able for graduates because of the university not don't mark them reference paper they to the take. We don't listen to some of them concerned then they.
Okay, make us start first with one clarification. Not to 1,000 and more students.
Almost.
Then they quite below the one then where this thing affects na IPAM. Then they far below 1,000. So let's get down there first clear. The second part is the word graduation. The notice we then give them, and even yesterday that notice they na WhatsApp. Yesterday self they didn't therefore go out again and tell them, because the exam within they call special receipt exam, the intention of the exam not to be for led and they part of the congregation because of the time we then conduct the exam. Then self they take the exam, they no say them boku, then get for mark, then get for second mark, then get for process, then pull the result. So that was the graduation and in we therefore look at. For waiting have been the understanding of the department, the faculty, and the institute is that when they take this exam here, so then get for process the grades there and publish the results there for the one that we go pass. Because if we also get for look say it not just necessarily means say we don't take that exam, they automatically they pass. No,
but you know things
you understand.
Make
I learn first the interpretation of the word graduation. Waiting the university be simply means when I take this exam for let we clear the system. If you pass even after the day after congregation or the Monday where they follow the congregation, then process and publish your results. You get waiting we call statement of result. You entitled to that one day. We not want to let that one day delay. Say for the one day where they now final year for let them go come out together. So we make sure say if you not participate now the congregation, but then process your result and you pass, you can still able to get your statement of result. To we, you don't complete.
So, Mr.
Now coming to the dates, we not get for you then take the exam. I don't tell you say then get for first mark, then get for second mark, then get for collate, analyze, and then get for classify the degrees then before ever with the publisher. It get for also be vetted by the faculty, the institute, and the university before ever with the publisher. So that one day not get for take place now as I told them process and they will not they jump them. We not get for compromise them. Now the standard of the university integrity. So therefore we get for ensure say we go through them process and publish the results there.
So looking at the different process and stage where you don't involve in terms of marking exams, you know things we come about timing a very key, because then students are the concern that at the way una mele they know say they get for seat trailer or reference it's too short, and most of them already feel say they don't go through all the necessary requirements.
No, where the situation is, the student they also make and clear for say the until November now they still try for sort out who that then get for seat receipts and the like.
But then for the system, the administration, not
we come out with policy for say the one that were eligible for the exam, now the one that were in the final year, the one that were in the third year general. Apart from that, the institute get for cross check. So then they not be don't even pay. So then they been get trailers the way they know bots, but then just sit down. So when they put all the bits together, now been time for let them clear or clean the system. Then give them the notice January 6 for let them sit the exam on the understanding that now for let we clear the system, not to be necessarily for let them process the results, for let them meet the congregation we been pending. Initially, we be the even think for get with congregation in January, far back the 29. You know, but then as way for make sure say we put everything together and make sure say we get all the steps then complete, we congregation get for be the 22nd. So we not go able now for say you don't take exam, they're not even done for mark the script yet, you go get for can congregation. And now when we publish the results, you see, now that end they know your status say I get for congregate. Then you go able for invite your family, whether any side it come. But they not end you results. Results not they. So on which ground you stand for even go invite your family, say, una come for ceremony?
Dr. Musa, apart from the papers the way the university not done for market, another issue again that the university they go through all the entry documents them wouldn't be used for go na the university and check them birth certificates them and other documents that they use. Why not now the university decide for do background check on their students there where they don't hope say then they graduate?
Well, you see, the university get a procedure. That one day I generally will call an exit verification. When we they admit you come, if na 4 years you take, if na 3 years you take, by the time whether 3 years they done or that 4 years they done, where you they about for left now, we get what we call exit verification. That exit verification, what would they do? Now for also add to quality assurance. We want for make sure say all the information where you be with, they tell where you come. They're consistent at the time where you they left. We also check say you grade them or you information the way you be done they do at the college while she they as student all consistent at the time where they give degree. So yes.
This exit verification where they talk about how much the student they are aware from, because then they shift the blame to the administration now say all waiting they happen so now are responsible for them.
No, the students there where university college then they do any of them exercise then now notice based. So notice day for say you get for do exit verification
even not before they enter.
Exactly.
Okay.
Even when now that make when they give the acceptance letter, then they tell you na orientation say keep your records, especially the original. We know one for example. Let we take the name Musu Kamara. We give acceptance letter to Musu Kamara. You know say yourself na Musu Kamara. All by sudden Musu Kamara the actual one die. Will be admit. You go take the paper, you come, you put yourself in the system. At the time of exit, you na Musu Kamara.
So the administration don't get system for identify if somebody can with information we're not correct.
When one of the system this will get for identify that at the stage of exit, we they check all your information. We make sure say you birth certificates na you. We make sure say the acceptance letter will be get na you. We make sure say even the entry requirement to be meet them. You know, because it's possible now human beings and they work at university. You already know, say Sierra Leone, of course, will not just fence saints the kind of university as workman. Then the people that back where they apply na the university now, same Sierra Leoneans all they fight corruption. So if we as a system we believe say chances there for the one where they apply for let him manipulate the system. Chances there for some of the people that way they process for let them even manipulate the system. But for we not for accept any form of compromise, we they do thorough check. And when we do that thorough check, then the findings of that check we get for count on.
So what do you say about system and structure now at the university? Because a lot is involved and most time is as if one can come out to them students and get concerned say this not in timely.
Well, interestingly enough, not to all the campuses, perhaps they get the same level of the challenges. Okay. So therefore, the current management, they on effort for clean the system and fix the system so that we go able for meet we benchmark them and we go able for maximize with quality output and also ensure say with deliverable standards then, you know, attractive enough. Yes. Because the students they talk about now we clients them. More or less now for them they make we they enjoy. So then business now we concern. At every point, one of the major things that we they need now prior information to issues that we relate to them. So but again, we they also tell them say one, when you get the information, you act on them. Say for example, the issue of receipts now. Some people they know. Second, registration. Because most of them problem here when they talk about missing grade is surrounding registration. Where you they register, we get what we call course form. Now the course form is they state all your courses, then put her into the system before even the examination. But if you they go take exam now, after registration don't pass, you not be enter the list of subjects then where you they take or modules then against your name na the system. Now later you want to do all that thing then they chances then they for let them thing and they missing. So now like we they talk even now Me, they ask the students then now they wait for the next exam for let them do the registration
So,
as a way for improve on the system.
Dr. Musa, how soon the IPAM administration go done with this marking?
Are they in touch with the dean of faculty? They don't already done the first layer of it when are the first marking. The second stage now, second marking. Then from there, then vet the grades them, then put the grades them into the system, analyze them, then they classify the degree. The one then we fail, they inform them when they get for take the exam.
So,
we'll get for be now not to special again. Then we'll get for wait now with the time reach.
Like
the one that we pass, then publish the result.
It look like a long process.
Well, we don't want to say too long. You understand, but not to process where they meet up Saturday.
Doc, when you talk about the student, you don't make mention say they provide service for them, they are paying for it. How rational can be on a decision? Let not be saying now waiting almost to now they do that they are university administration.
Now that make with decisions them transparent and it in a public domain. Okay. Because then people hear the common, even like this way we do. If I turn up before just for convenience, they not before can complain. You understand, like how we see, I bought an idea this morning for can make clarification. Okay. I can't make clarification because reference.
But it's as if they're more affected, the students them.
Pardon?
Now they're more affected on this decision.
No, not to them more affected. The management go extra for provide for the what we call consideration. Remember, if you don't get reference, where you be for clear year one, you not one, then you can't out this stage. They really know say that you reference in a year one, you be for clear. If management not be get extra consideration, therefore tell you say you get reference, wait till the time reach.
So quickly.
So for let them even say take her now a way of extra consideration. So we for also appreciate that the students they know.
All right, quickly before you left at the studio, Dr. Musa, concern don't come out from students when they graduate this Saturday that they don't pay 750,000 for them gown them, but they're not able to get them gown them. The administration they tell us they gown they don't shut in.
It's not possible. You know the thing where we want to tell students then, you get for follow information, like how you just ask. We give out notice for the distribution of the academic regalia. The notice come out and state say the process starts from Wednesday the 12th. It will continue to Wednesday the 19th February, when at today. So it start from 10 a.m. It end 4 p.m. every day. It happen at IPAM. It happen at College of Medicine. It happen at Fourah Bay College. The centers then they will therefore go collect.
All right.
Now, waiting we make clear you where you result not publish. Then you run go na bank. You go pay. You come with sleep. You say you they go collect. They not they give you because you name not the day. You where go pay. And you name the inside the book, you get your receipt. Definitely, they forgive you. Right. So let me make that clarification clear. Okay. As long as you name not they not publish your name. You run go na bank, you go pay, like you pay 10 times. You can't tinap the whole day. Right. Nobody not give authority for pay. You not get regalia.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fourah Musa, Director of Communications for the University of Salone. Every day between at the studio, it address concern them we come out from student them we be there at the IPAM University, but not go able to graduate on Saturday because the university administration say then still they mark the reference paper them where them be sit the final year exam this being term. Thank you very much, Dr. Musa. They left we now at the studio, but quickly let me take this music break.
Truth and truth alone. So the truth will reveal you now. You see their faces, but you never know their thoughts. Every baby knows that talk is deep, so deep. You see their actions, but you never know their reactions. Time and time alone will prove the story, and every eyes will see. Truth will reveal, the truth will reveal. Things that are hidden, I said the things that them hide deep down inside. Truth will reveal. little truth them try to hide from long time gone. But you and I know that looks at the season. Remember the saying, still waters run deep. So watch it how you're running steep. Time alone will prove the story, and every eyes will see. Truth will reveal. The truth will reveal. Things that are hidden. I said the things that them high deep down in Babylon. Truth will reveal. The truth will reveal. Oh, what's in their hearts? And what is in their heart? Oh.
We continue with the program. Good morning, Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. 077981981. Now the number for send you message, and yourself go be part of the program this morning. Well, we still they look at concern them from some students them now the IPAM University, where is concern, but the graduation where the university informed and say they're not going to be part of this Saturday because the university administration still they mark and reference paper them where they be take for second and final year exam. Well, quickly at the studio this morning, I want to welcome Dr. Ezekiel Dramani Lako, when a Dean of Faculty Management Sciences na IPAM. Doc, you don't listen to concern them where the students they had raised for second the information where una guidance say they're not going to be part of the graduation on the 22nd this weekend, and some of the students here say they don't look forward to this graduation and they don't even go pay the exam fee them at the bank, and so many other concern them.
Okay, so thank you very much. So, as a point of clarification, Khadija, I want to say, first of all, sorry to 98.1 for walking in late. Firstly, I want to inform the public. Say, IPAM students, so many IPAM students have registered and they participate at the congregation come Saturday. So the facts or the illusion where somebody send text message say, oh, Boko IPAM students, it's a lie. And every year again, you get students, reference students cannot participate in a graduation. So that is obvious. So now, while IPAM students, why so many IPAM students they participate in graduation? There is this fundamental thing where they happen at university year in, year out, where university the type of put structures in place. Everybody in our society thinks a university for put structure in place, and university is vividly working on those structures right now. And the only way you can get the structures now, not for compromise them. Now, you go attest to me that in the past years, students tend to go wear gown, participate in convocation, but when they come for transcript, then they get transcripts because then transcripts get references. So you parents, they see you don't wear gown, you don't this, but you not qualify for graduate. Then you still they take references in the system. So what the university do this time around for with a special gown, meaning if you are not qualified to participate, you should not take that gown and go na the congregation. So this special gown I bring this problem. They want to put the gown on while they get existing references.
All controversy, Dr. Lako, according to the student, them is centered around you.
Okay, so that is not controversy. That's the clarification I'm trying to make. First of all, I'm the dean. I'm not the head of department. Now, as a faculty, what you will feel say right now forget the students them okay for graduates and get the references clarified. So we do a special reference exam, and I hear somebody they say, oh, the special reference we inform them later. Before the reference exam, when we put the first notice in November for people and for register for take the special reference exam, they only registered for 150 subjects. And later, we'll put the final notice and final warning. So we know say so many people and get references, and if you don't register, you're not going to take it, then come and 600 register. And even when they take the special reference exam, half of them go sit down at the special reference exam unregistered. And everybody in a reference exam, they go attest. Say, I go hall to hall and walk through the hall and tell them, say, if you are not registered for the special reference exam, you'll be investigated because you are corrupt in the system. Now, not saying after they don't see the exam, now they can register for the exam. So, it means, say, the structures will monitor in it, will putting it in place. Now, you get some people, and generally, I like you put 10,000 notices. They don't read notices. All waiting they want for do now forget the way as much as they can get away. When we went to the special reference exams again, before the special reference exam, it was vividly communicated right across the corridors of IPAM. And say, this special reference exam, because of the exigency of time, we cannot get you to the congregation on time because we can't. So everybody when they see the special reference exam now, a way forget you transcripts ready. If you pass, they can even process your results thereafter and get you into get you certificate. But because of time, you cannot. And all of them agreed. They were sitting. All the invigilators then go attest. We went there, we announced it again and again. They all agree. Immediately after the reference exam, the reference exam just take place less than 2 weeks
so
ago,
when
a few weeks ago.
exactly una go done with them paper there so and get on to the student then back for let them graduate?
As the talks the papers, the lecturers, the way they give the special reference, there are 200 and something subjects. So it means you give more than 200 lecturers paper for mark. So these papers are coming in, but you cannot process them because it's a batch. Until you get all of the papers, you process them 100%. Now what's happening? So man, they go to meet somebody where sabi. He say, oh, we'll talk to Dr. Lakole, go find me on paper, let them mark, let them. You don't do that, because when you do that, you do selective justice and you constrain people. And at the same time, we cannot allow students. If you say, let's put structures in place, then the structure cannot go. Change management is difficult. People have to accept change in society, and people have to do the right thing.
Thank you, Dr. Ezekiel Dramani Lako, in the Dean of Faculty Management Sciences na IPAM. Be there with for do some clarification them for sake of concern them where some students will not go able for graduate over the weekend. We make say the university notice them term where then don't do them preparation and self-inform then fumble then say then go graduate, but the university give them notice say they not go able graduate because then still they mark them paper them for the reference exam where them be take. We still get Mada Pengen at the studio, when are the managing director for the Guma Valley Water Company. When they come now to you, Mr. MD. This meantime, INSAI una been pull a press release for make some clarification them for sake of our SUV where Guma Valley Water Company been buy for you as MD this BNTM, and therefore justify the amount we been go out now the social media say na in Guma Valley Water Company be used for buy this particular motor car. What is the exact amount and what is the procurement procedure them we wanna go through for buy this motor car?
Okay. I really feel so we would dedicate more time to talk about water business than we say. This story we don't make the rounds. No, you know, way back in January, there was a lot of social media posts about APCMD, blah 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 blah. Then the vehicle came in January. Then they say, oh, they don't buy SUV for the MD. They don't, you know, waste money, etc., etc. Now we began a press conference. Was it last week, Thursday, where we don't lay on the table everything concerning the purchase of not just that SUV, but 5 more vehicles. So in total, we'll buy 6 vehicles, and our process will don't begin way back from 2018, because when we take over, we'll find out the main constraint to staff productivity now lack of vehicles. Staff that they can work, Motukano day for deployed in our communities for many work. So we'll be no say this is an issue we need for address.
So how this day in line with the water challenge where the public they get in terms of solving it?
The availability of vehicles, they make Guma more productive and shorten the response time for the work that we're supposed to do, because our staff that they deploy in our communities for address leakages, for new pipelines, etc. So it'd be absolutely essential, say, we able to buy some vehicles. I mean, we only get 6 vehicles, most of them old, staff of 300, you understand? So we need to do that. But the last vehicle we can be supposed to be, we're not the MD vehicle, you know, somebody had an issue with it.
But I think it's a timely decision done by Guma management. You
no, I mean,
timely.
Like I said, this is a process we begin from 2018. First of all, we make sure say there was a budget for vehicles. We make sure say even part of the funding was there set aside. We do through. They ask our procurement procedures. We make sure say we tick all the boxes with regards to procurement. So, I mean, not a Guma no done by SUV. Almost every other public institution gets
Mr.
private.
Penge, right? Procurement procedure, so we say una tick all the boxes. I understand say the board not been give approval for una go ahead for
I don't
purchase.
I don't know if Democracy Radio been sent somebody now the press conference where we hold concerning this particular issue. Guma are a very responsible organization. Like I say, we don't do that. How if board not give approval for something, you cannot do it. Yeah, so
we also don't see various figures them they out there where people they assume say now na use for buy this particular SUV and the other motor car them.
Like
Just
I
for
say,
clarity, Mr. Penge. For clarity,
AYV na the institution where don't really go crazy about this.
No.
And in a way they really done the harass us for the past couple of weeks. You understand? More or less AYV made a run with this.
We're not they talk about AYV here. This is the Radio Democracy, and we'll get you now today as the MD. So now we responsibility for ask concern them. We don't they come out from the public. You then now today. So many people don't they speculate different figure and say now in the institution use for purchase this them particular vehicle there. So just for clear the doubt, so they out there. What is the exact amount owner use?
We buy 5 Land Cruiser utility vehicles double cab. Each one cost about 60,000. We buy $1 US.
Okay.
Yes. We buy one SUV, which cost 75,000. End of story.
So now let me look at Guma in terms of providing water for people, make her accessible all time. We don't talk to other people in Guma. We say we need almost $1 billion or over for implement different projects and program them for address the water challenge. Who stage on a day in terms of generating that kind of amount today?
Okay, so if you look at long-term projects, now the long-term projects and where we add together, we get ballpark figures. 9 we feel say will cost that total. So then projects they have around for 4 to 5 years. For example, the Rukel, we anticipate the Rukel for cost about 300 million. Urugu, we anticipate the Urugu for cost about 200 million. You also get the Congo Dam, new Congo Dam for region less than inside the we suspect say it will cost about 100 million.
So almost when I don't get to it now, when I starting
no,
point right
the stages of them kind of big projects then. Now you first of all you do what you call feasibility studies. Feasibility study now, they look at the project, find out how much it costs, and how it can be done. Which are the mix of technology or which are the mix of features where they need for putting. So we don't do that. Then they almost conclude for Rukel. So once then they done, then we can hand over to government. We can hand over to the president, for example, where they meet other heads of states in different parts of the world, and we go also show them to investors. So either money will come out from development partners or it will come out from some form of private participation. That need at the stage. So we don't do it for Rukel. We don't almost do it for Rukel. Urugusef almost done the feasibility, but we still need for do feasibility for Congo and feasibility for the expansion.
Guma they raise fund through water rate where people are they pay. Is it that we not get any say, we not get nothing at all for us start something for ourselves?
No, the amounts we talk about it's huge. You understand? So I mean, we go able to pay salaries and do everything else, but when it comes to these big projects, you're talking millions of dollars.
They get challenges for financing for implement some of them projects there, so we go make the water challenges and free to reduce, and all of a sudden the people and see the institution do purchases for vehicle, although una say una need them, and the motor car we them buy for you now about 75,000 US dollars according to you. Why the institution not been try for convert the money there, so for them go able implement some of our projects, or maybe go into projects and go make boreholes them in Afriton, since una still get challenges for let people and get pump water and turn that money again and buy another vehicle for the MD, when I must say as MD you forget vehicle instead of SUV we cost $75,000.
Like I tried for say earlier, I don't think Guma break any law in purchasing these vehicles. You understand? The vehicle for the MD not just a package. The existing the vehicle we've been day before for the MD, it's over 12 years old, where we spend a lot of money for driver keeper on the road. So you go feel say 75,000 is a lot of money, but when you look at all the amount of money they put into that other vehicle for keep on going, and frequently almost every week they break down.
Somebody listen to you, Mr. Penge, go say yes, una not break any law, una go through all the procedure them for purchase this particular vehicle, but the institution for don't be considerate and buy something
in
minimal instead of 75,000.
In purchasing this vehicle, we not deprive any other thing. We're not deprived any other thing. We already spend, Guma, they already spend billions of leos for try for address leakages, for try for care Wataguna communities.
Continue.
So, this thing more
okay,
just...
Mr. Penge, continue for the with Guma Valley Water Company Managing Director. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and quickly inside the program, we look at another issue. As a district security coordinator at the Office of National Security, Nakailaon District, Albert Kamara don't say out of the 56 border crossing points, them now only 6 border they able to provide security for. And they say this now because they get challenge for get personnel and logistics for do their work. We make a call on government for support the Office of National Security in Akailaon District by way how they go provide good road them na the district because it's a plenty chiefdom then they will get issue and they not able go there because the road them is not they in good condition. Well, Princess Spears, I talk more to Princess Spears inside this interview about the challenge and other thing them.
The Office of National Security, of course, they coordinate security and they work in partnership with all security agencies. Because every Thursday we can meet, look at sensitive issues, and then we can operationalize those issues. We'll find out if we need for attacking immediately. Most times, like when things can come, now we desk, we make sure the appropriate authorities, they were responsible, especially the SLP, then go into action when it's necessary. And some issues, the dialogue, we can go meet the parties concerned and see how best we can reason together so that at least we can resolve short problems.
Okay, with waiting you to explain when and on a mandate, how you go assess the security business at Kalam District?
Kalam relatively calm. Even though we get half issues there, we get to do with small problems at the different chiefdoms. We will look at very seriously for see how best we go for resolve them problems there. We don't start because at a specific time we do some analysis. We able to know all the problems there, especially the major problems with the then chiefdoms there. And now, but we don't start actually. Some problems that just for example you will get problem between the paramount chief, the member of parliament versus councillor. They have issue and they're so similar. Nearly all the chiefdoms then, now just similar problems that we get. And most times it gets to do with some political issues, But on the whole, we don't try. Some chiefdoms then they don't try to resolve short problems, and we still try more. We'll go make sure we go round. For resolve most of them problems in the way they take place.
Okay, so apart from them problems in the way you just talk, within the most common security threat na Kailahun district and other problem.
Kailahun actually now one of the peculiar districts that I could think about. Before this time actually we get problems with them click and gang with them. But we tell God thank you for the coming of this new magistrate, Magistrate Uri, where they do extremely well. And make sure say them they cause problems, they handle them, then go to court, and of course then they in a correctional center they serve the time. And because of that they actually don't quell down the situation. We know they too much get problems there, as I would call like they get to other places. We get some youth violence, you get all that no, we know they get an tension can mount, but we can come in immediately for mount for make we suppress, and pacify them problems then they. All the problems we can get now just issues we get to do with position conflict. You could say paramount chief come to the sack in section chief, without go through the due process or process we involve.
Okay, so within are some of the challenges they already get, like for other security issues that is the state?
One, it get to do with the network, the road network. Going to some places then very difficult, Like right now we get a problem at Pengia. Pengia, the Guineans in the mine day. We get chiefdom security committees where we get CHISECs, chiefdom security coordinators, when at the Office of National Security. They don't try to make the handle the situation, but finally the Guineans they still aggressively they come, they mine in we own portion of the river, the River Meli. That's one of the trouble situation right now we get. And we try for good aid, but see how best we will get in touch with the Guineans. Before this time, the Mano River Union we don't become so functional, but they almost don't die because when they begin meetings, we wait for dialogue, we talk, and we wait for resolve short problems. But now that they I'm not going to say they exist, but effective again, we define a problem for make we actually get discussion with neighboring countries, especially some of them problems that we get to.
Okay, so now the border area them, how na don't ensure so na provide security in the area then now that we the coronavirus we the all na some parts in the country.
Honestly, that's one of the greatest challenges that we get. You know, we get porous borders. We get about 56 crossing points, and out of 56 points, about 9 actually manned. We get all the operative security operatives within there. The next, the balance 50, something now 1 or 2 soldiers. So I'm not even get nobody within there. So therefore, it's necessary for my government to put eye patent in there. We need personnel there because we look at the police strength is small. You know, the military self is small, and there is a need for make all them places in there. Because apart from everything, it's not like they're not going for send personnel then they, but the logistics very necessary. Make them people in them places then they, because look at the terrain and the place that they with them involved, you're not welcoming at all. So most of the communities that we can use. You know, we can engage the communities within the border areas, sensitize them, and also get the local police partnership board, you know, where we can also help. They help greatly, especially for some of them who control borders.
Well, that's the District Security Coordinator at the Office of National Security in Akailaun District. Albert Kamara will talk to Princess Pierce inside our interview day. Also, he say out of the 56 border crossing points, now just 6 border they able to provide security for, and other challenge where they get for do their work on that part day. The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and still with Win at the studio, we get Mother S. Penge, Managing Director, Goma Valley Water Company. Continue for the week we as now inside the program where they take message them where they don't send. And this first one way at the read concerning the student the issue, they say there are some students who are innocent, the lecturers and administration just want to be biased to those students.
We look at more message them na the program. This one they say water challenges is all over the country. In order to address the water challenges in the country, the government is engaging donor partners to ensure that they have fund to address these challenges.
This other one, they say Guma is very good at revenue collection. I receive text message every month of my water bill, but unfortunately I am not getting Guma water for over a year now from Tarawali.
More message them. We don't come na the program this morning. This one we come for the issue. Look at the IPAM University there. Students concerned, they say IPAM only has themselves to blame because they compromise the principles of the college to please students who have failed to meet university requirements to graduate. Every student knows that when they fail a module, they should clear it before they get to final year. If you don't, you will not graduate. So why did IPAM proceed to set a special exam for them?
More message inside this program, and this one say MD, the last solution to the water supply problem in Freetown is to establish another source as existing catchment.
This one from INSAI on our Facebook page, they say instead of spending billions of loans on building a fence, why not use that same money to rehabilitate lecturers' quarter, build more classrooms, and even construct the road leading to the university? The fencing project is important but not timely. Can FBC authorities please do some scale of preference?
Okay, this one from a Facebook page from Augustine, they say, if not for the leadership of the current MD of Goma Valley Water Company, the water situation would have been worse. Tackling of leakages were robust in most parts of the country. Excuse me.
This one, they say the issue of sending bills for household that used to have access to water and no longer does, it's not as easy as the MD is saying. You will go there and complain until you get tired. They never come to amend the problem. As for my own household, you can come and disconnect whenever you want, as I am not paying for any ghost service. They come out from Bendu Naspolu.
This other one from Mark, they say people must learn to appreciate the little they have. If Guma was not doing anything, there would have been no water in the city. The whole thing here is a mismanagement of community people.
This one they say thank you sir for clearing the air for us this morning on the issue of those vehicles, but hope and pray that those vehicles will be used for its intending purpose.
The last one
from
where I will
Amara.
take quickly, they say how many projects have been launched to solve the water problem in this country, but yet still we are suffering of water accessibility.
Well, from their messages then they come back to Mr. Penge, the managing director for Guma Valley Water Company, for Lego respond.
Yes, thank you very much. The issues about receiving a bill or SMS where you know to get water, I mean that one really not a simple problem. You just write a letter to Guma. If you want, you can address it to the managing director, and we can take action. We can take appropriate action immediately. Another one. I mean, we water challenges all over the country. That's true, and the fact that we get these strategic projects really determined for address the water supply problem. Somebody else mentioned about another source at existing catchments. Definitely, I don't know what to do with the Rugu, the Rukel, and the other two projects that we will get. We don't really do a lot of work towards addressing leakages in Freetown. Yes, the problem is huge. We still get quite a bit of work to do, but we're confident that we put a lot of resources to that, and we already see results. Most communities where leakage is not really a major problem, we don't try to see how we can address that.
So with all them projects there, we want to implement, how soon people in Freetown go expect say then go begin get water back? You hope you pump, you just see water they run.
Then they already happen at most parts.
Most parts, but not to all sides.
No, yes, not to all sides. But for me, we like I say, the gap and the magnitude of the problem. For me, we able to reach that stage. It will probably take a few more years. But we have a roadmap, and we are absolutely determined, and we don't get the necessary resources for even do some of them work there. So we optimistic.
So somebody in a Bele Park community, they say they not ever receive any water flow for the past 2 years. Even after we the community don't go to Guma and don't pay for water bouncer up to now, the community not get it.
Then I guess they talk about the community water supply.
Community.
Okay, I mean, I don't know it's not a problem, but we will try to address that very quickly.
Some other community they get challenges with the water problem because even the Guma pipe them, where they lead to the household them, they don't get water. Even they exist again.
Yeah, that's true. Now we don't embark on an aggressive program for take water to communities. For example, I'll give you a Regent Malama, Lumley Regent Road to Malama. That community, if you go back maybe 10 years, water been needed before, but then something happened to the pipeline, and they don't deal without water for this long. We very soon will try to see how we will restore water to them. I mean, our community we're heavily populated, and you see the number of people they accommodate.
Apart from that community, what about other communities?
Various other communities like Smart Farm. We also try for rehabilitate the pipeline to Smart Farm. If you go, I don't care. Even though the pipe they pass through, I don't care. You just say they get issue, so we work there for the next one.
How about the Tembetown community?
Tembetown, we need to understand exactly what's the issue with Tembetown. Part of the water to Tembetown they come on from Wilberforce. Part of the water they come on from Kiama Road.
But company open day every day, like open 2 days, take 4, 5 days or 3 days before water come. At Tembetown.
You're probably right. Waiting at the says, would they go study waiting at the issue, because I don't get complaints about Tembetown actually. Would they go study and try to understand what's the issue in Tembetown and more see how we can.
All right, thank you very much. Managing Director, Guma Valley Water Company, where you come to the program this morning. Hope so would they get you frequently for Kangaroo updates.
Anytime you call, yesterday you call me, and even though I began fever yesterday, today I'm here. So whenever I want to call.
All right, thank you very much, Mada Penge. We come to the studio. Well, now the end the program. Good morning, Salon for today in edition. Alex Lawrence Kuma and Michael Sambola. Now them produce the program. DJ Ahmad give technical support. Moses Kavora and in team now they make on watch we live now Facebook page. Don't forget for listening to midday show at 12. We got interesting story in there for you. 7 o'clock in the evening at 10 for we Salon and National News. At 9 again we get to other current affairs program within the B. Mina Khadija Bangoga they say have a nice day.
And Sapti Kalon they say bye bye.
from Lem State.